Welcome to My Money Mindset podcast, where we explore how a healthy mindset is the foundation for financial success. Each week, we delve into mindset hacks and practical strategies to help you enhance your income, help you make more appropriate investments for yourself, and to improve your overall financial well-being. Join us on this journey to transform your financial future by transforming your mindset. Please note that the information provided on this podcast is for general information purposes only and does not constitute as personal, financial or health advice. It has been prepared without considering your individual objectives, financial situation or life needs. Before making any financial or health decisions, you should consult with a qualified professional or financial advisor to ensure the information aligns with your specific circumstances. So let's begin and enjoy this journey as each episode teaches us on how to improve our overall mindset that overall improves our financial success. Hello everyone and welcome to another Money Mindset episode. Awesome one, this one is simply because I'm reacting to what listeners are telling. And basically they want to hear about career hacks. Believe it or not, they're sick to death of hearing about investing and businesses and all the stuff, the fun stuff that makes money. Also want to hear about career hacks and what they can do to make more money if they're in a career or in a business, side business, and where the correlation of making money and having a positive sort of content mind frame adhere and stick together. Yeah, so career hacks, interesting one, but really I did an episode I can't remember when it was, there's somewhere there where I basically said about what we sort of really need to improve upon. Now the term money hacks or career hacks or business hacks and stuff like that, they all sort of tend to mash up into one big gooey thing to say, look, it all comes within, it comes from within yourself. A lot of people have these expectations that the more that they learn or go to uni and so on and so forth, you never learn, and I love this, it's so cliche, but the term where they say you never learn how to ride a bike by just reading about it. It's actually by getting on the bike and doing it. And business, careers, increasing investments, money, all that sort of thing, wealth is all done by, believe it or not, making mistakes, hopefully not too big of mistakes, but mistakes that you can learn on, actually getting on the bike of business and money making and getting on it and riding. And most of the time we tend to overlook this simply because we're waiting for a mentor, we're waiting for a book to read or a video to watch, or we're too busy trying to do all this damn research when time is money. And if we've only got that 24 hours in a day, you got to sleep 8 of them, you got to work the other 8, and then you got to eat and sleep and enjoy life in the other 8. You got to make sure that what you're doing with yourself in order to make sure that these career hacks or money hacks work, you really want them to be enjoyable as well. So let's go. Basically, all I wanted to sort of start off with is earning more money and finding contentment in your career are two goals that often feel at odds. Realistically, what I mean by that is that making money, we grow up thinking that, look, you got to make money, you got to work hard, all this sort of stuff. Yet we never really skip into sort of it and include the true contentment of your career. So for instance, everyone says when they're young, and it's so hard on, especially the young kids, when they've got so many things, opportunities thrown into them. You know, back many years ago, there wasn't as many opportunities. Now there's a multitude of them, yet it seems to be getting harder for them. So you really got to make the right decisions. But with all that being said, even though you make the right decisions, bad or wrong things are going to happen. And we've got to know how to accept these and keep that within our true contentment or our path towards our career or business or so on and so forth. But for this episode, it's just career hacks. Okay, so earning more money and finding contentment in your career are two goals that are often feel at odds, but they don't have to be. And what I mean by that is the key approach, both with intention and strategy, understanding that wealthy life isn't about financial numbers. It's about emotional well-being and purpose. If you're making money and you're not really content with what you're doing, well, you're only half the puzzle. If you're actually feeling really good and your emotional well-being is up there and your purpose in life is up there and you're making money, that's 100% tick. And what I wanted to do was sort of break down how we're going to achieve that. So and place some definition behind it. It's so easy for me to talk and say, hey, this is all you got to do. You got to be content and you got to action it and so on and so forth. So here you go, fly and flap your wings. But let's break it down and let's talk about a proactive professional mindset. So instead of waiting for opportunities, basically create them. So if you're thinking that, you've got this invention or an idea or something, or you think you can do better than the person, just don't stand there and go, gee whiz, look at them, I could do better. Actually put it into action. A positive mindset starts with just feeling in control of your career trajectory, right? So when you are really taking action and you're taking control of which way your career is going, then you are already on the right step or right path towards creating change. And I often say, if you want change, you need to change. And how do you do that? Well, first off, a boss, as an employer, always, and I say this to anyone, would be become a value-add expert. That means just don't do your job. Look for problems to solve that are outside your immediate responsibilities, right? Or what you need to do. When you go to work, you do your stuff, you do your work, you do it properly, and then you also look for these problems or issues that you think could be rectified to make things smoother at work. Identify a need in your team or a company, learn the skills to address it as well. So therefore you're improving your skills, and volunteer to take the lead. So basically communicate with your team or your company, your business that you work in, your boss, and say, listen, this is what I'm thinking and this is my solution. What do you think of that? I'll take the lead. If it works, it works. And if it actually improves, then God bless, we keep moving on. This not only makes you indispensable, but it also gives you leverage for promotion or raise, because your boss sees this and he's or she's going to say, hey, you're really doing a good thing here. You're taking initiative. So number one, become a value-add expert. Always. Negotiate with confidence is the second one, where salary negotiation is a skill, right? Not a confrontation. So those of you that are always skeptical or hesitant to approach for a salary rise or negotiation or consideration, remember, it's a skill. The art of communication is a skill. It's not confrontation. Those of you who become a value-add sort of employee should not be worried about or even consider a confrontation. It's a negotiation, right? You are taking it upon yourself to improve you, your team around you, the workforce that you work in, all sorts of things, even stakeholders for that matter. So approach it with a collaborative business discussion where you are articulate. The value that you bring to the table is something that's going to be most important when negotiating. So what I mean by that is, once again, don't think that there's a confrontation. Go to negotiate and work out what value you bring to the table. Back up your request with data. Research industry salary benchmarks, list your specific achievements, pretty much like a resume, and quantify your impact on the company's bottom line. Make sure you let everyone know, or the important people know, why they should be giving you a salary rise, why they should. And often when people just think, well, I should get a salary rise, question yourself and go, why would I get a salary rise? Just because, 3-4% index rise every year and that's what I should get? Think about it. Ask yourself, would I give myself a rise? And if you just say yes because you haven't thought about it, think about, back up your request with data of what you've done for the team or the company. Research industry salary benchmarks. Look at that. So if you think, they have gone up 3-4% per annum and I haven't sort of kept up with that benchmark, bring that data with you to the meeting. List your specific achievements that you've done and quantify your impact on the company's bottom line. So make a difference to the company and make sure you get that message across to the people that it needs to be in front of. The third proactive professional mindset I always say is master the art of a side hustle. A side gig can give you financial freedom and a creative outlet. So basically, this is all for your mindset, right? So if you've got a side hustle, you've got a career, then you've got a side hustle, it means that you need initiative to get this. And initiative is what you need to be anywhere proactive or positive within a career, a business, whatever, especially in life. Have that initiative. By earning income from a source outside your primary job, you reduce the pressure to rely solely on your main salary for happiness. And this, of course, does require initiative of anything, a proactive professional mindset. It just sort of breaks the mold within your own mindset. So if you're really thinking, hey, I want some career hacks, this a side hustle also ventures out to actually explore other businesses, how they operate, that sort of thing. A side hustle could mean, simply by just using a phone, picking up and being a salesperson after hours or whatever. It could be something totally irrelevant to your career or whatever. But what you're doing is diversifying your skill set. So you might learn a skill set outside of your career and then go, geez, I didn't mind that. I never thought I'd be good at that. Let's say using that example of sales, and then going back to your boss in your career and say, hey boss, this XYZ, that's what I was thinking about. So negotiate with confidence, become a value add expert, that sort of stuff. That all comes from experience. Going back to what I was saying, to learn how to ride a push bike, you can't read about it, you need to do it. You need to fall off a few times before you know what you're doing. So the financial contentment mindset, that's a little bit different from a proactive professional mindset. The financial contentment mindset, a large salary doesn't guarantee happiness, right? So contentment often comes from how you manage and think about your money. So this, once again, mindset is all about how you think about something. So a large salary will never guarantee happiness. So live below your means. The most significant hack for financial freedom is to spend less than you earn. It's pretty simple, guys, but we all get caught up in the marketing thing. You see a brand new this or a brand new that, or you want to go here or you want to go there, and you spend money that you don't have, and thus out comes the credit card or the loan or the whatever. Mate, just once again, if I could really highlight this, financial freedom is to spend less than you earn. And we all say we know that, but unfortunately, the credit card industry is rife, the loans, personal loans is rife with this. As your income increases, resist the urge to immediately upgrade your lifestyle. So just don't think, I've got an immediate pay rise, I'm going to go buy a brand new car, who knows, whatever. This builds savings and investments when you save, right? So build savings and investments, giving you the powerful sense of security that is far more comforting than a new material possession. And it always goes back, and I harp on about it, but investments, make your money work for you. The more money that you have to be able to put back into your investment or your savings, it sort of will give you that powerful sense of security that is far more comforting than a brand new car where, or whatever items of clothes that you probably don't even need or whatever, and it's a waste of money. Just on that though, but if you're going to go spend something, because I always say, look, if you spend, you earn $10, spend $5, enjoy it today, but invest the other $5, right? Negotiate with yourself. I mean, you've got to enjoy life today by all means. I can't emphasize that enough, because tomorrow is never a guarantee. So enjoy it today, but be responsible with savings and investments. The other financial contentment hack, remember this is contentment mindset, right? So, but the other one is to invest in experiences, not just things. So research consistently shows up that spending money on experiences, things like travel, concerts, classes, brings more long-term happiness than just buying material goods. And they really say that simply because when you're experiencing stuff, you sort of take it away, as in the emotional stuff, and it sort of makes you like a feel-good moment, especially if winter's coming along and you want to go somewhere in a warmer region sort of for a week or two, take the family and the kids, or just take yourself to go and see something as in a concert, or become socially interacting. It's always a great thing. Because it's experiences that create who we are more than the material stuff. So use your increased income in your career to create lasting memories and grow as a person, because memories are what grows us as a person, right? So invest in experiences, not just things, but to create a financial content mindset. The other one is also define your enough. So one of the biggest traps is the endless pursuit of more, right? Know when your cup is full, as they say. And what I mean by that, just don't, picture a glass of water and enough money is enough money. I mean, some people don't know when to turn off. That's not going to bring you a content mindset. That's greed. I mean, it's silly. Once again, utilize the fundamental side of life to earn $10, spend $5, enjoy today, but invest the other $5. Just don't go for an endless amount of money or who knows what, or career, or endless position, whatever you're doing, take the time to define what enough means for you. Really map it out. When you get there, ask yourself, is that enough? I mean, we want to grow as people, not just bank accounts. I mean, being a person and growing as a person is contentment, not always your bank account. What level of income would allow you to feel secure? So think about that. Live comfortably and pursue your passions. So think about what that number is. If it means that I've got to get $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, and so on. We all say, oh, I'll go the highest and that's it. We'd blow it out of the water. But think about it. Reflect upon yourself. You know what I'm saying. So knowing your number can prevent you from chasing a never-ending goal and allow you to find peace in your current situation. So don't always think that more is better and more money. You got to be content, guys. All right, so let's get on to, as we sort of try to wrap it up, the wellness and boundaries mindset. What I mean by wellness and boundaries mindset, no amount of money is worth sacrificing your mental or physical health. Bingo. This is what I love, because you need to know when to set clear boundaries. If you've got a demanding career, and most of us that would be listening to this or contemplating or questioning careers, and they want more. They're striving to become better people, better at what they're doing, better employees or bosses or whatever that may be, better business owners. In a demanding business career or anything, it's easy to blur the lines between work and life. It really is. And intentionally setting these boundaries, as I always say, is such as not checking emails after a certain hour or taking on a full unplugged lunch break. Take the lunch break. Just don't at night go through your emails. It's the worst thing you can do. I often found many years ago, by not reading your emails at night, it does amazing wonders. And don't think, you're going to save the universe by checking that email. I put my hand up. I'm very guilty of doing that in the past, but now never so much. You don't want to burn out. By sort of not doing this, like checking emails, taking your lunch break, knowing when to say, hey, don't cross the boundary that you set for yourself. It protects your personal time, prevents, it prevents and blocks out any burnout that could be up and coming in your mind. So practice mindfulness. What I always say, and I say this, in a high stress job or a high stress business, it always makes you feel reactive and overwhelmed. So I always like to say practice meditation, mindful breathing. That sort of, mindful breathing and meditation help you stay present, and it sort of detaches you from stressful work situations. It just doesn't mean you're in a stressful situation, you just drop and meditate there and then. You learn to implement meditation and mindful breathing within your life. I can't emphasize that enough. And what I mean by that is you take the time to actually eat something, half an hour, chew properly, digest, do all that, keep your fluids up. It's not just all about your career, but also take a bit of time, and those of you who are at a gym or worry about your health, physical health, which is fantastic, also take the time for a little bit of meditation and mindful breathing. I think breathing is probably, apart from drinking lots of water and staying hydrated, is a really powerful tool for yourself to make sure that your health doesn't go south from there, sort of thing. It really can improve your emotional intelligence and prevent stress from impacting your well-being by sort of making sure your health is up there, right? Those of you who know me know I always endorse that. Invest in your health is probably, and this is number one, prioritize your sleep, your nutrition, your exercise. Make sure that you're drinking plenty of water and fluids. Doesn't mean soft drinks and stuff like that. Look, I'm not here to sort of make a song and dance about what you should be eating and everything, but what I'm actually trying to say is worship your body, because your brain is part of your body and it needs to be tip top. And if you're expecting your career to go bang, hell-bent, as an improving, or this could be anything in life, you really need your health to be there with you, right? You can't expect your career or your position at work or your energy levels to be up if you're not looking after it. So the more that you put in, the more that you're going to get out. Once again, if you want change, you need to change. And if those of you that are not prioritizing sleep or nutrition or exercise or water or meditation or breathing, mindful breathing, you really want to make sure that you want to start implementing that in life. It doesn't have to be a slap bang. Take it slowly, start implementing it slowly, but make the change, guys. think about a gym membership or a healthy meal service as an investment in your career, not just a personal expense, right? So, oh, look, the gym's too expensive around the corner. I don't have time. This is a gym membership. It's a key to health. I mean, this is a part of your career. This is a tool of your career. Your body is carrying your mind and your skills of your body. So keep it healthy. So in summary, guys, what I'll put down is the proactive professional mindset in lieu of any career hacks. And I do tend to go a little bit astray from your career and descriptions and all that. But reason why I always address the mindset for money rather than the career or the business is simply because everything starts from you and your mindset. So a proactive professional mindset, focus on actively increasing your value at work by solving problems, confidently negotiating your salary with the data that you've found, and building financial freedom through a side hustle. These are all several points. You may think of other things, right? But what I'm actually trying to do is induce some ideas into you, some proactiveness about how you think your career hack would work for you, right? So some of these will work for you, some of them may not. Some of them you may think, oh, look, I can do better than that. But what I'm actually doing is trying to get your mindset to be creative with this sort of stuff. The financial contentment mindset, prioritize living below your means. Once again, investing in experiences over material possessions and defining what level of income is enough for you to achieve financial security and happiness. And the last one, the wellness and boundaries mindset, protect your mental and physical health by setting clear boundaries between work and life. Practicing mindfulness to manage stress and investing in your life as a valuable asset. What I've written down here as the key points to any career hack. Now, what you do beyond this is perfect because every career is different. But what this does for your mindset is it actually creates a sort of a direction to where you think or what you could do with your career and once again business, investments, etc. to trajectorize your future to improvement. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to end the episode with it. If you want change, you need to change, and you need to change for the benefit for yourself. And from that, I'll end this episode. Thank you for listening and see you on the next one. See you guys.